The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
You better bring it. Check three.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
From the gun, Fields, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for sack number 22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Go, go. Check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the safety creep.
2nd and 3. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC, 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, look,
well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off play action. Fields escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Switch. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Throwing on first down, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
You see this here? That's right.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he... Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gordon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
2nd and 4. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Looking to throw. Fields going long here for Wallace. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
1st down and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Got some room at the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the ship.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check. Get a roll. West. Watch out. Watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Grant. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got one.
Looking to throw. Fields. He completes it to Henry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Fields. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going